Why are not the civil rights organizations, the NAACP, why don't we see more minority organizations demanding better schools?
You know, this is a point of fascination for me because, to my mind, I don't understand why, you mentioned NAACP, but why parents themselves aren't literally taking to the streets to demand better public education for their children. And I was at a session, I guess now several months ago, with superintendents from around the country. And when I raised this issue, they said, you know, they're upset about it too. They wish that they had more parents agitating, putting political pressure on school boards, city councils, mayors, state legislatures, governors, to say this is something that they cannot tolerate. But they said that when they get, you know, where the rubber meets the road in terms of the parents and say, why are you not willing to come out to speak out? The parents say, well, you know, we really don't have an alternative at the moment in many cases. And so we don't want to hurt our kids' feelings and say, hey, kid, you're going to a bad school, and we don't think much of your school, or we don't think much of your teachers, unless they would have an alternative for that child, because they would feel as if that's putting down the child and in some ways putting down education in the child's mind, because the child knows that the school is problematic already, and so why would you put the added weight of a parental condemnation into the equation? And parents repeatedly say, you know, it's just, you know, they're hardworking people in many cases, especially those who come from intact families and want the best for their child. They're people who are willing to stand in line in terms of the black middle class for the magnet schools, the charter schools, and the like. So what you're getting in many cases are people then who want alternatives, maybe don't see those alternatives, or if they come from dysfunctional families, are not willing to seek out the alternative even, and decide, you know what, it's not in their best interest or not in the child's best interest to openly condemn the school, even if it is a failing school.